Hey guys, it's M Beans and welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today I wanted to play some more Hokko Life. There aren't a lot of videos out there telling you what to do at the beginning of the game, your do's and don'ts. So I wanted to quickly just make a little video about what to do and what not to do in this game when you are first starting out. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just jump right into this. As you progress through the game, you will collect a lot of materials and you'll think, what do I need all of these materials for? I'm going to sell them. I need money more than I need these things. That is not true. Do not sell your materials. Something that you could maybe sell is a little bit of stone if you're hard on cash, because stone is very easy to get, but trust me, you will use everything that you have. You will need all of the materials that you'll collect. You need wood, you'll need fruits and veggies. I shake my trees every day that I can, and I stockpile everything. Like, don't sell your materials. It is a huge pain in the butt to wait around on new trees to grow, especially your wood. Like, when you're cutting down trees, you might think, oh, 20 trees is enough. No, it's not. It's not enough. You will constantly, in the beginning of the game, need to be planting more and more just the regular trees and then cutting them down, stockpile that wood, and then plant more. It takes them, in the beginning of the game, it takes the trees a while to grow, so you'll just be waiting around, and it literally takes so long. My next tip has to do with these shrines. The very first thing that you want to try to work on is unlocking these shrines, and each shrine takes a certain amount of items that you find nearby. Like this one took some of these scallop shells, and I don't remember what else, probably like sand. But it's very helpful because you can just teleport around your island and it makes things a lot easier. So definitely unlock those shrines, grind that out. I found the grind to be pretty fun, so that was pretty enjoyable for me, but it's also super helpful even if you don't want to do it. In the beginning of the game, to run around like this, which is called sprinting, you will get tired and you'll start to sweat and it looks like you're about to pass out. I highly recommend you doing it anyway. Sprint around everywhere anyway. Even when you get tired, just let off the button for a minute and then go right back to sprinting when your character stops sweating. The reason for this is that there is a merit that you have to spend 2,800, I guess it's minutes, sprinting in order to unlock the infinite sprint. And that way you won't get tired. Like, I'm not getting tired. I can run all day long forever. So in the beginning of the game, definitely get those sprinting hours in and don't just walk around everywhere, because you will be kicking yourself in the butt later. The next tip is that you should plant a ton of flowers and then you should collect them. So flowers are used to make dyes and paint different colors, but also your villagers will start making requests, and sometimes they will request the leaves and sometimes they will request the entire plant. But when they request the entire plant, they want it to be unpicked, and these take forever to grow back, and you only get a certain amount of days to fulfill your villager request. I like doing the villager request because they will give you something in return, probably something you haven't gotten yet. So it's pretty useful, but I like to pick them every day that I can and stockpile on those as well. And then at the farm, when you unlock the farm, you can just keep them in storage. As you can see, I have a bunch. And if you find that you have too much, you can sell some, but don't sell a lot if you plan on crafting things. And especially weeds. You will be needing weeds to make fertilizer, which gives you this little star on your plants, on your crops. It makes you get a better type of crop, which I have not gotten yet because I'm still waiting on them to grow. But also after you unlock that, you will unlock super fertilizer, which you need weeds for, and something else. And let's go talk to Aubrey and see what that is. So Quality Grow Pro fertilizer. And you buy the recipe from Aubrey, and then you have to go craft it and plant it before you plant your seed to make your crops grow faster. So you need lots of trees, lots of flowers, lots of crops. Your villagers will start asking for crops as a request, and you will need like 4 to 6 to 8. You never really know. So I like to stockpile those. Next up, when I first started the game and I unlocked the farm, I was super excited to start planting crops, and I buy everything that I wanted to plant without paying attention to the tab on the right that says what seasons that the plants grow in. And I planted away, and I wasted so many coins doing this because it will just use your seed up and you won't be able to get it back if you plant it in the wrong season. So for example, I'm in summer, as you can see on the bottom left. You can't time travel in this game. You will just progress through the seasons. The days go by pretty quick, but for example, the asparagus will only grow in the spring. This will only grow in the fall and the winter. The beetroot is fall and winter. Corn is summer and fall. Then we have fall and winter, etc., etc. There are some that only grow in that season, like pineapple only grows in the spring. And you will want to plant as much as you can because there is a merit for growing every single type of produce, which will take you a while to unlock since you have to go through every season. But like me, I did not plant everything that I needed to, such as broccoli. I totally did not plant that in the spring. So I have to wait until spring comes back around, just kind of a long time from now, in order to plant the broccoli and anything else I might have missed. So pay attention to that. Also chard, I have to wait till the winter, etc. But there is a merit, and I'm not sure what it unlocks, but the merit will unlock something good for sure. Most of the merits unlock something really good. These. See how it has a little symbol that's grayed out? That looks like a donation box, possibly. Eventually you will be creating food, so you also want to stockpile for that as well. The only reason I know this is because the merit says food created, 0 out of 10. Types of vegetables grown, 5 out of 6. Or 5 out of 10, I think it said. 5 out of 16 here, so I have a long ways to unlock those merits. Next up is storage. Let's talk about storage. When you first start the game, you hardly have any pocket space and you don't have anywhere to keep all of your things. Quickly, you will find in your store some storage options, and you will also find a DIY recipe, which they just call a crafting recipe in this game, for a simple cupboard. Your simple cupboard can hold a lot of things. I keep all of my materials in here, so that way when I get more materials, I can just throw it in there real quick and it's just in my pocket already. And that way I have it with me all the time and I can bring it with me crafting as well. But also in Aubrey's store, you will find more storage as you go, as well as if you find storage in your villager homes, you can steal it from them. Like I'm pretty sure I stole this wardrobe from them. And I keep all of my clothes in here because it makes sense, right? Let's put the rest of my clothes. I'm definitely a clothing hoarder. And this is actually a storage device that I found at the creator online portal. So I'll show you that a little bit later, but I just keep some random things here that I had in my pockets and I don't have anything to do with them right now. So, you know, I just want to get them out of my pockets and I'll come back for that junk. It's basically like a junk drawer. Also, in the upstairs of my house, I found these storage containers at Aubrey's. I bought 3 of them. In the beginning of the game, I had so much stuff in them. Look, I didn't even know that I had these flowers up here. Wow. So now that I've unlocked more storage, I kind of forgot about these and I don't need them anymore, but they helped a lot in the beginning of the game. I need to get all of these flowers out of here, but I'll do that later. So you can actually steal furniture from your villagers. As I mentioned previously, this is Oleander's house and he is everyone's starter villager. And he had a very nice house to begin with. He had a fireplace, he had 2 of these chairs. I might have even stolen the wardrobe from him, I'm not even sure. But you can steal their stuff and put it in your pockets. Like, bye Felicia. But the only reason I stole it was to furnish my own house, and now I don't want it anymore. So I think it's like sitting in storage while Oleander doesn't even have a bed. So that's super nice of me, right? But you will start to get villager requests for things like a table made of wood or a simple chair made of wood, and you might have to make the first one of each one. But if another villager requests a table made of wood, I just take the one that I made for the other villager and I go give it to the one that's requesting it, and then I get another merit, or not a merit, but I get a reward for that. You do get merits for completing a certain amount of villager requests, so you do want to fulfill those in the beginning of the game. So in the spring, which is where you'll start the game, you will find that there's a fishing tournament. And if you're like me, you're like, I don't even like fishing. Why would I participate in a fishing tournament? Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Also, fishing is a lot harder in this game than Animal Crossing. But the point is, you need to participate in that fishing tournament to get points towards a merit. One of the merits is, let's see, you need to compete in 5 fishing tournaments. And so far, I think there's only 1 per season. So I unlocked 1 in the summer. But in the spring, I did not participate. And now I have to wait until spring probably comes back around in order to unlock that merit, which also unlocks these merits. So it's kind of frustrating having to wait around on merits because I am a completionist and I have done almost all of the merits already, as you can see. So definitely keep checking your merits and seeing what you need in order to eventually fulfill that if you're a completionist like me, because the merit rewards are actually really good rewards. My final tip is to always check at Oma's place for new villagers. Almost always there will be a villager just hanging out in here that wants to move in. If you don't want them to move in, then don't talk to them. But this is Nico. And I do have a lot of villagers on my island right now. I love that Nico is purple, but I really don't like the clothing choice on him. There are so many bad clothing decisions for villagers made in this game. They do need to update that because this little elephant has so much potential to be cuter if he just had different clothing that matched or that was cute, you know? Like, we want cute villagers. So that is one downfall of this game, is that the villagers are definitely not as cute as Animal Crossing villagers, but they're still cute and they do say some cute phrases and funny things, and they will all fully admit to being lazy AF. So a bonus tip is going to the creator city. I'm not really sure what it's called, but you go to like the city center and you have to pay 50 coins when you go. So make sure that you are finding every single code that you want to download at the same time. and you can go to the city center, and that way you don't have to keep spending 50 bells and traveling. I said 50 bells, I mean 50 coins and traveling over and over and over. And once you get there, you can download any creator designs from the portal. In order to find these designs, if you're having trouble finding creator codes, there is a Hokko Life Discord, and they list a lot of the cute codes. People are posting their own codes in there and their own designs, as well as on Instagram. There is an account called Hokko_creators, and it is not a fan account. It is an official account that shares designs and creator codes. Now, you do kind of want to hop quickly on those creator codes that you find, because they can only upload a certain amount of designs and they will erase the ones that are old. And I think that's so sad. I wish they could stay in the game. So if you find a creator code for something, you go to that store and they don't have the item that you saw, it's because they replaced it with a different item and you can no longer get that item. So it's super sad. I highly recommend, if you see something, a new code popping up, you need to go grab it. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you are enjoying Hokko Life as much as I am. And if you have not played yet, then you really should check it out. It is on sale currently, and it's cross-platform, so that's super cool. And I'm having a lot of fun with it while I'm having some Animal Crossing burnout. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one.